Now what we're going to do is we're going to knit across to that third stitch where the double stitch was, and we're going to start then going out. So, get a little more yarn. Now I've got 3 double stitches here I have to deal with, so again, just go right through the center of them as though I'm knitting 2 together. I didn't get in the center. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, and now just knitting across these these stitches that have been single all along. Until I get to that the first stitch I will come to that was a double stitch. It was this one. So I'm going to knit it, but here's where I turn the work. Yarn is always in front. Slip that on to the other needle. Wrap this around, bring it back to purl position. Purl across. And purl through to the first stitch that had been double on my left hand needle. Alright, this is the stitch that was double, so I'm going to purl, yarn in front, I'm going to slip it onto this needle, pull it tight, and I'm going to knit across. Now what I'm going to do is purl across, knit the double stitch, purl across. Here's that double stitch I just made. Well, missed it. Here's the double stitch I just made. So I'm going to knit this double stitch, and I'm going to knit this one and turn it into a double stitch. Yarn in front. Slip that onto this needle. Now we're widening back out. And purl across. Going to knit or purl that double stitch that's on here, purl the next stitch and turn. So anytime, any stitch that you would make a wrap and turn, instead of wrapping it, slipping it on the needle, wrapping it, slipping it back, here's the double stitch. Purl it, purl this next stitch, turn the work. Yarn in front, slip that needle on there, or slip that stitch onto that needle, wrap the yarn and just begin knitting again. And now I knit to 1 stitch beyond. The double stitch that's already on this needle. Here's that double stitch. Now I knit this very last stitch. Turn the work. Yarn always in front. Slip it and wrap this yarn around and purl across, all the way across to the stitch after the double stitch, which would be the last one in this case. And hopefully what we will have purl through that double stitch, purl the next stitch and make it double now. Turn the work. Yarn always in the front. Slip this on to the needle. We're going to get ready to knit across. Now we've made the double stitches all the way back out. Now what happens is that you then resume knitting in the round. So you come all the way across here to this last stitch on the needle, which is a double stitch. You knit through it, and now you continue on with the instep. And knit across these stitches. It's easier if the cable's a little longer. Knitting across these stitches, and then when you get to your heel needle again, you have one double stitch to knit through, but then all the rest are just regular knitting stitches, and you will have made a double stitch short row heel. So we'll take a peek when I get across here. Again, this heel isn't very deep because I only did 3 stitches on each end of the needle. Most patterns you would do far more than that. But here's that last double stitch. We're going to knit through it. And we're just knitting across. And so anytime, this shows you how to do a heel, but anytime you need to use a wrap and turn to increase or decrease, actually decrease first and then increase, anytime you do that, instead of wrapping and turning, you can just form a double stitch. So here's our cute little heel. There's where the double stitches were. No holes. I dropped a stitch. No holes. And you can see, where did that go? Okay, fire me, I dropped a stitch. But you can see here that there are no holes. It's very very tight, very neat, and very tidy, and you don't have to wrap and turn. That's how you do a short stitch, or double stitch short row heel.